Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Christopher. I thought I'd do a quick little video to showcase these pickups, which are the Fishman Greg Koch signature pickups called the Gristle Tones. This is, of course, my Warmoth telly that you may have seen my videos of my build. It's a rather beautiful telecaster by the lovely folks over at Warmoth. Provided the parts, all USA made. I put it together myself. I love this guitar. It sounds great, plays great, feels great, and it has awesome pickups in it, which are the Fishman Gristle Tone pickups, as I said. So just before I start playing, I want to show you what I'm playing through. So let me grab the camera here, and we'll swivel over and show you guys that I'm going through my orange 212 cabinet, and I'm playing through my Egnater Tweaker 88. It's a new amp for me. I'll end up doing a demo of this later, but it's got pretty awesome tones. It doesn't have a built-in reverb, so I have my Fender Marine Layer reverb hooked up through the effects loop of the amplifier, and that's what our lovely tones are coming from. If you're familiar with these amps, you can look at my settings here and see exactly what I'm using. I'm not going to go in depth on what I've got it set to right now. I'll save that for another video. But those are my settings for the two channels, or quasi 4-channel as they call it. But yeah, so let's get back to showcasing these here little pickups, because they sound pretty awesome and I want you guys to hear it. So we're going to start off in the clean channel of the amp, and we're going to put it on the neck pickup. And we do not have this pressed in. We're going to keep it pressed out. I'll give you a sample and then I'll press it in so you can hear the difference on each setting, what that button does for it, because it's pretty significant. So without further ado, just play you a little quick whatever just so you can hear the pickups. I'll try to do a rhythm and a lead so you can hear the difference, but here's some rhythm. Now if I press this button in, it's much more, you get a little bit more beef out of it. When you press that button in, it gets quite the boost. So here's without the button pressed in, still on the neck pickup. We'll give it a little lead here. You press it in. That's the neck pickup. Here's the middle position, which is both pickups. I have the button disengaged. Press the button. Lead with the button out. Press the button in. You can hear that when that button's pressed in, you get a big gain boost. So I like that button a lot. It helps when you're doing like, you need a boost for a lead, and you're not near your pedal for a boost or whatever. You can pop that in and it'll give you a good little boost. It'll help you cut through the band. So now the bridge pickup. Button engaged. That button gives you some stuff, let me tell you. So that's them on the clean channel. We'll go over to the dirty sound, let you hear how that sounds. I'm going to show you something that's really funny. I thought I had a bad set of pickups at first, when I first plugged these in, because they're supposed to be dead quiet, right? And they are. You can only fuzz you're getting is because I'm on the dirt channel. So I got the gain channel going, so you're hearing that now. However, when I change over to my bridge pickup, it's a different story. I get a crazy hum, like a crazy hum. But what I found is, like a dumbass, I have my Wi-Fi, my router, is actually in this room. And I've discovered that that's what it is. And if I take my guitar and put it so that it's perfectly vertical, that hum goes away because the signal gets blocked somehow. So if I'm up... So this is a horrible room for me to be recording videos like this in because of that hum. It's going to mask a little bit how this pickup actually sounds, because it's actually really clean. When I play in my band room, I don't get any of that because I don't get that kind of weird interference that I get here in my house, which kind of sucks because I do recording in this house, so it's difficult to deal with those kinds of interferences. I got to move my router essentially to a different room. But yeah, just to put that little disclaimer out there, that hum you're hearing, and it's been in all my other videos too, and it took me this long to figure out what it was. That little wow, wow, that's new. I don't know what the hell that's doing. Who knows? But I get all kinds of crazy electrical interference in this house. Maybe it's the bad wiring, I don't know. But anyway, here's the lead channel. Or I should say the gain channel of the amp. Here's the neck pickup. I should say the button is disengaged. With the button. And you can roll this off too, and it cleans up a little bit. Middle position, I'm going to get that hum, because unless I play like this. Bridge position. No button. button. Well, that's what I got for you. There's those pickups through my Egnater Tweaker 88. I like the sound a lot. Like I said, I'm going to do a video on this Tweaker 88, which I got because I've always liked this amp. I played it at Guitar Center a few years ago, actually, when they came out. I think it was like 10 years ago now. And I liked it a lot. But it was like almost a grand. I think it was $900 or something. And, you know, I couldn't afford it at the time. Well, Sweetwater is blowing these things out right now for $449 for a tube amp is crazy. And this amp is excellent. It's got KT88 tubes in it, which have a big, round, fat bottom end. I don't know if you saw my settings earlier, but my treble and my middle are cranked on the EQ channel because those tubes are so big and fat sounding that you kind of have to pump up the treble in the middle. The good thing is the treble on this amp isn't super harsh. So with it cranked, it still sounds very musical, and it's not very, it doesn't shatter glass or anything like that. But yeah, I really like these pickups. I'll never change them out. I think they sound amazing. One thing that's cool that I didn't show you yet, I'm going to put this in standby, is that there's a jack that comes with this that has a USB, a micro USB port in it, right here. So these are active pickups, and all you have to do is plug this in every 300 hours. That's a long time. I've charged it once, and I've had this guitar for quite a while now, maybe a month or so, and I've only charged it once. When you plug the jack in, I don't know if you'll be able to see because my fat hand's going to be in the way, but when you plug the jack in as an LED, let's see if I can get this thing so you can see it. Where is it? Is it above it or below it? It's below it. So there's a little LED right here. When you plug this in, you'll see it'll just blink. That means you have charge. Okay? There's no light. That means you're good. You can go. But if you plug this in and it's getting ready to die, like it'll start telling you like something like 12 hours before it's going to go. It'll just start blinking. You'll get a little light that flashes. If you don't have that light flashing, you don't have to charge it. Once you start getting that light flashing, then you just take this out, you plug it in, and you leave it set for, it took maybe an hour and a half or something like that for it to come to fully charged. When it's fully charged, that little LED shines green. That's how you know it's all set and you can play. Amazing pickups. They installed pretty easy. The one thing that I have to say that I've heard other people complain about is that the neck pickup, the wire is way too short. I do not know why they don't supply you a longer wire coming from the neck pickup. It's absolutely stupid to me because it's a lot harder to lengthen a wire than it is to shorten a wire that's too long, right? So come on, Fishman, seriously, give us 3 inches of wire. That's all you really need to put on here, and it's going to fit every guitar. I had to put a length of wire on that pickup lead so that it would make it to the electronics and be able to fit in the cavity properly. So that's one thing I have to say that I didn't like about putting these pickups in, was that lead was way too short. But other than that, once it gets in, it's great. I may have mentioned this in another video, but if you didn't see it, you don't know that the pickups come with the bridge pickup, the neck pickup, this entire assembly, minus the knobs, and minus the switch tip, just the plastic piece. It has the switch, but it doesn't have the tip. So you got to purchase a separate tip. You got to purchase a set of knobs to go on here, and it comes with the jack. So the jack, the electronics cavity, which has a battery in it, and the pickups. And I think they were $300, $349, something like that, which seems a little pricey for a set of pickups, but when you consider the fact that you're getting all that stuff included, it's actually quite a good deal. Plus, you get this boost, right? So you get something like a 9 or 12 dB, I can't remember what it was, but you get a boost with that button, and it sounds glorious. If you're going to play a hard rockin' tune and you need this telecaster sound to sound a little beefier, just press that button in and man, it gets you there. So I really like these pickups a lot. I love this guitar, obviously. I plan to keep this one for a very, very, very long time if I can. But I do have a gear problem where, you know, I get rid of gear and buy gear and get rid of gear and buy gear. It's kind of a vicious cycle. I'm kind of stuck in it, which is why, again, I have another new amp. But yeah, that's enough for that. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Will probably be for this Egnater Tweaker 88. Or I also got my hands on a Mesa Boogie combo amp that I love a lot, and I'm going to do a video for that as well. So keep your eyes peeled. Those are coming up pretty soon. Until then, I'll see you next time, YouTube. Take care.